In this next unit, we'll learn how to use the Matlab editor to create script files. Although I already had myscript1.m created, I just deleted it from my computer, and now we'll go into the editor and create it new from scratch. Here we are in the Matlab editor. I've got several files open, and we're not going to worry about what all these controls mean right now. We'll learn about those in upcoming slides. Let's just start by going over to the New tab and selecting New Script to give ourselves a blank slate. Now we'll simply insert the code that was on the previous slide called myscript1. I started with a comment, then a blank line, then another comment, next I'll assign a variable I name radius. Next, perform a calculation assigning a variable circumference. Another blank line, and then another comment. Finally, a command to display the value of the circumference variable. That's it. That's the script file. Let me select Save. I'm saving it in a folder called M Files in my E7 folder, and I'll name it myscript1. We'll already have the .m extension, and I'll click Save. There it is. It's now in my list of files being edited, myscript1.m. It's important to realize that as I was typing those commands, those on lines 4, 5, and 8, they were not being executed in the Matlab command window. This is just the editor, similar to word processor. These lines ultimately are valid assignments in Matlab involving legal expressions, and so they can be executed, but up till now they've simply been entered into a file using an editor. Let's look at some of the controls and features in the editor in a little more detail. On the left here is a list of all the files that are currently open in the editor. I like to keep mine on the left there, but you can also move it to the top or bottom. I'll show you how to do that. The file that's currently being edited, that shown in the window, is highlighted. I call that the active file. Right now the name has a star by it because I've made some changes and I haven't saved those changes. The full path name of the active file is shown along the top. You can see I'm on a Windows machine. It's in my C directory, and then quite a long chain of folders down to where the file is. The line numbers of the file being edited are shown on the left, and small red marks on the right-hand side of the editor are associated with small red marks within the file. There you see the TD is underlined. And that's some sort of warning or information about the code that I've written that Matlab has determined it would like to make me aware of. If the mouse is held over those, some tool strips come up giving some information and possibly some advice about changing the manner in which the line has been written. Up here are the controls for code cell iteration. We'll learn about those shortly in this module. And lastly, there's the Open button. This is used to open an existing file into the editor. One thing to be aware of, and it can be very useful, is that this opens the file browser already in the directory of the active file. The tool strip does not always have to be visible. It uses up quite a bit of real estate. Here's a view with the tool strip hidden. Double-clicking on the Editor tab toggles the tool strip to be open. Single-clicking exposes the tool strip. Then you can take the action associated with any one of these buttons, and then it automatically hides the tool strip once again. That's a quick introduction to the editor. You'll get better at it as you use it and as you talk to colleagues and friends. I'll also show you how to find video tutorials at the MathWorks website talking more about the Matlab environment and the tools such as the editor.